Paris in the year 2011, one of the greatest cosmopolitan cities with more than 10 million inhabitants. In view of the development of public transportation, the metropolis Paris can be considered as the perfect example. The development of public transportation is mainly influenced by the following trends: change in technology, need for more transportation capacity, increase in fatal accidents, need for more safety and comfort. The solution consists in fully or partially automated transport systems where platform screen doors are an indispensable requirement to ensure the safety and comfort of the passengers. Depending on their construction, we distinguish between two main types of platform screen door systems: the PSD full-height system and the PSD half-height system. A PSD system extends over two areas: a protected or non-public area, the technical room. Most of the electrical components and equipment are located within the technical room, serving as a centralized space housing various technological railway systems. In this area, the main PSD interfaces are the following: connection of the PSD system's power supply, connection of the PSD system controller via secured circuits to the signaling systems, connection of the PSD computer, whose task consists in monitoring and recording the status of the PSD system. And the second area, the so-called platform, where the platform screen doors, consisting of automatic sliding doors ASD and of emergency escape doors EED, are positioned and operated. A PSD system has a large number of different interfaces that need to be synchronized with the other companies involved in the project. We are especially talking about the civil engineering interface with the station and the mechanical interfaces between the basic structure of the building. A mechanical connection system allows correcting the civil engineering tolerances within a certain range. Electrical interfaces with the subordinate and overriding systems. To a certain extent, existing cable ducts can be used for the cabling between the elements in the technical room and the ones installed on the platform. Among others, the PPS and PSC cabinet includes the PSD power supply, PPS, and the PSD station controller, PSC. These components ensure the following main functions: processing of the power supply for all the doors installed on the platform, PPS, processing and distribution of the safety relevant and monitoring signals, PSC. The inactive part of a facade within the zones of the head and tail walls of a platform needs to be connected to the existing infrastructure of the building. The local control panel, LCP, represents the core of an individual PSD system. The installation of PSD systems within the scope of a modernization of existing transport systems demands a great deal of the product design. Especially the following criteria must be guaranteed. It is of utmost importance that the principal elements of the PSD system can be efficiently and safely transported from the factory to the platform. An additional advantage is that their storage requires only minimal space. The main elements of the system must be sub-assembled and previously tested so that their on-site installation and commissioning can be achieved in the shortest possible time, using simple handling devices and according to the plug-in principle. The functionally relevant assembly modules of the system must be easily accessible from the platform side. The modularity of the PSD system shall enable the fitters to install, test and commission several PSD main elements within no more than 3 hours. Compliance with this requirement is especially important in cases where a retrofit upgrading project has to be implemented, without interfering with the daily operating hours of the metro. The PSD half-height bijou system designed by Gilgen is capable of meeting these stringent requirements in connection with a retrofit upgrading project. The following product presentation is based on this half-height bijou system. All the structural elements incorporating the PSD main elements are directly anchored on the platform. In the normal operating mode, the most important doorways are the automatic sliding doors, which within certain tolerances have to open and close timely and congruent with the train doors for the entry and exit of the passengers. In case of an emergency, the ASDs can also be opened from the platform side by the authorized personnel using the service key. Complying with the customer's request and in accordance with the applicable safety regulations, 1 or 2 emergency escape doors are always installed between every 2 ASD doorways over the length of a train. In the event of an emergency situation, these doors can also be opened from the platform side by the authorized staff using the service key. Manual secondary doors ensure a controlled access to the tunnel area. Both ends of a platform are equipped with such doors. The electrical and electronic elements are installed throughout the installation on the platform and are also located in the technical room. The drive and control system of an ASD doorway consists of the ASD control, the door drive units, the locking mechanisms, as well as additional system-relevant core components. The door control unit DCU master is located in the fixed driving panel on the left side. The drive units and locking mechanisms are installed behind and below the DCUs, both master and slave. The door control unit DCU slave is integrated in the fixed driving panel on the right side. All the components are easily and rapidly accessible to facilitate the maintenance procedures. In the interaction between the mechanical, the electromechanical and electronic parts and the software, the PSD fulfills the following basic functions. Controlled opening and closing of the automatic doorways by means of the Door Operating Systems DOS. If the train has stopped within its stopping tolerances and if the train doors have been correctly opened, while one or all of the ASDs fail to open automatically, the ASDs can anytime be manually opened by the passengers. In case the train has come to a standstill beyond the stopping tolerances, the train doors, even though they've been correctly opened, will be offset with regard to the ASDs. In such an event, the passengers have any time the possibility to manually open either the EEDs or the ASDs. The function of each ASD doorway answers the requirements of the applicable safety standards. Prior to the commissioning procedure, these doors are tested to make sure that any obstacles encountered during the closing motion are safely detected. In the event of an emergency or for carrying out maintenance work, the ASDs of a PSD facade can be locally opened and closed by an authorized person in the maintenance mode. When planning a retrofit upgrading project, the equipment of each platform with a PSD system is carefully studied, and as a result, the system is individually configured for each particular platform. For every platform, the PSD system is configured using a CAD tool, and each element is identified by a particular code. Based on this codification, the PSD elements are then manufactured, stored, and delivered to the installation site according to the just-in-time principle. Once the customer has checked and validated the configuration, planning, manufacturing, and the quality of a PSD facade for a particular platform, the next step consists in the practical implementation up to and including the handover of the installation to the customer. The PSD half-height bijou system, designed by Gilgen, Switzerland, distinguishes itself by the following characteristics and advantages. Unlimited clear view upwards. The construction of the facade allows the passengers maximum transparency and visibility in the direction of the tracks. As they're not surrounded by optical obstacles, people do not feel hemmed in or claustrophobic in this metro environment. And thanks to the transparency of the installation that provides unhindered view upwards, the advertising on the opposite side can be easily seen and is much more effective. The PSD half-height bijou system answers the severe requirements stipulated in the applicable standards with regard to graffiti and scratch protection. The PSD half-height bijou system enables the customer to select the coloring and configuration of the PSD installation in function of his particular wishes and requirements. The Metro Media option allows the operator of the PSD installation to provide the passengers with pertinent information and advertising messages. This system offers the operator the possibility of refinancing the investment for the PSD system. The Metro Light option answers the minimum values defined for lighting in public indoor areas, according to EN standard. Metro Light illuminates the entire station or special parts of a station indirectly and with utmost efficiency. In the field of platform screen doors, Gilgen has already gained more than 20 years of experience in the following core competencies. In project management and engineering, reference installations with more than 20 years in operation, innovative products and customized solutions, quality of products and services, competitive price-performance ratio. With their 20 years of experience in the field of PSD systems and their highly motivated international crew of staff members, Gilgen Door Systems is your ideal partner for realizing PSD full and half-height projects all over the world. PSDs from Gilgen, Switzerland, a safe investment in the future of public transport.